If you're on this website, you have done a great job clicking the link I asked you to. Well done. The next thing you'll do is click on Join a Class in order to join your class. How do you do that? Well, you click there and then it asks you for a class key. What's your class key? Great question. You just follow these directions over here. So ask yourself, when do I meet? Is it Monday, Thursday? Then your section is 1A2, and here's your class key. If it's Tuesday, Friday, then you're section 1A3, and this is your class key. Let's say you're in section 1A3. Then you're just going to double click here. I hit Command C, that copies the link. If you don't like doing that, you can just write these numbers and letters down. Go for it. Anyway, I don't like doing that, so I'll paste it over here, hitting Command V, and I'll hit Continue. And look, it tells me what class I'm in and who my instructor is. Please sign up for the correct class. If you don't sign up for the correct class, if you sign up for the other section, it'll confuse me a lot, and I'll just make you sign in again. Anyway, we hit Confirm, and then it'll ask you to sign up. You just have to do this once. Put your first and last name, your friend's email. Please put your friend's email, and click on Sign Up. After you've signed up, if you click on My Classes, you'll see your class, and you'll see that there's an activity there. As I say on PowerSchool, we're going to do the activity together next class. But right now, I just want to take a look at it for a couple of minutes just to get your brains thinking about how you're going to work and what exactly you do in a pivot activity. I'll click on View, and you'll see that the first thing it tells you is the learning objectives. For any pivot activity, this part over here is crucial because it tells you why you're doing it or why I think you should do it. In this case, the goal of this activity is to determine whether a professional cross-country skier named Jesse Dickens is running at a constant speed. That's your goal, okay? I want you to play around a little bit with what this video part can do. I just want to point out some things. We can click on the play button, and that makes it go. You'll notice, because this is an 8x slow motion video, she is indeed running in slow motion. Okay, I can pause. I can click like this. I can click like this to go back. I can click like this to go to the very beginning. I can also move back and forth like this. It's great. The questions, which again, you don't need to do for today, you'll do them all next class, will ask you to go through a couple of steps to think about what it would mean for her to be traveling at a constant speed and what data you can figure out, to answer that question, yes or no. And I just want to show you how you can get data from this video. If you click on this top right button, it reveals 3 different tools. The first one's a protractor. You can move it around, you can make it bigger or smaller, you can click the X button. The next is a ruler. The ruler, again, you can move around. A neat thing you can do with a ruler, though, is you can rotate it. You can click, notice if I move the mouse over here, it goes from being like like an XY button to like a rotate button. Wow, that might be fun. And note, you can like move it, you can rotate it, you can kind of do both, right, to put it wherever you want. Last thing you can do is you can click on the stopwatch button, and that tells you the time. A thing I want to point out that I think is obvious with the ruler, but is not obvious with a stopwatch, is we get to decide where 0 is. It's kind of obvious with a ruler because if I say 0 meters is right where this plant is, then it is. If I say it's right where this runner is right now, then it is. Okay, so I can like slide this around. Now, once you start measuring, you definitely don't want to slide it around, but you can do it at the very beginning. But you can do the same thing with time. So for instance, let's say you want to call where she is right now the beginning. You can totally do that. And in order to do that, all you have to do is click on this button. Okay, and then it calls this current time 0 seconds. And anything after that will be a positive time, anything below that will be a negative time. Why do you want to do that? Well, because by default, it calls this 0 seconds. Okay, and if you'll notice that the runner's not even in the screen. So it's not really that like useful to think of the time as moving right now, right, before she even appears at 0.0958 seconds. seconds. It might be more useful to call 0 when she's like somewhere in the screen. And then we can click this 0. Now, once you've decided on a 0 for time, you don't want to move that 0. You want to keep re-clicking that button, but it can be useful to click it once. Okay, that's all. See you later.